Hey, Chuchachos, Negabun here. We're looking at 6th grade detective because it's not going to demo itself. Another text adventure. Feel free to throw this on as background noise unless you really want to read along the entire time. I got you covered otherwise. Anyway, this is by Laura Hughes, and let's intro. Round up the usual suspects: the mean girl, the new kid, the bully, the nerd, maybe even your best friend. As the 6th grade detective, you'll spy on classmates for cash. Will you keep their secrets or take their money? 6th Grade Detective is a 109,000-word interactive young adult novel by Laura Hughes. God, that's a lot of words. Where your choices control the story. It's entirely text-based, without graphics or sound effects, and fueled by the vast, unstoppable power of your imagination. Match wits with the criminal masterminds of middle school. Solve mysterious disappearances and thefts, trace rumors, track down your best friend's stolen bike, and most importantly, get a date to the dance. Of course you would. Can I just pass on that? Anyway, I don't think it's going to come up in the early chapters. Forge friendships, chase down thieves, or stick to your guns against bullies? Unmask them in public, or work behind the scenes to help a new friend? Will you protect the reputation of your clients, destroying evidence, or go so far as to hack your friend's cell phone to uncover his embarrassing secret? Investigate 6 mini-mysteries. Search for clues, question suspects, crack codes, dust for fingerprints, interview witnesses, and uncover your classmates' deepest secrets. Reveal the truth or keep silent for the greater good, or greater profit. Shine in the classroom, or cut school with the rebels. Lie to the adults, if you can get away with it. Build friendships, create enemies, and find a date for the big dance. Play as a girl, a boy, or neither. Date classmates of any gender, or avoid romance altogether. Find out who your secret admirer is. This is a little jumbled order-wise, but I like that they give you 6 different subplots to work with. Kind of better targets the audience, really. You can follow up on what you care about and presumably cut out what you don't. Or maybe it's just a sequence just to fill out the space. I mean, it is 109,000 words. It's a lot of words. Yeah, and this is actually kind of up my alley from that time. I remember getting the Young Detective's Handbook. It was this book, book club fodder, obviously. Back in the day, it had all this stuff on what would the best stage makeup to disguise yourself would be. All these brands that are not exactly cheap or easy to come by, especially in America. I think the book itself was written in Britain. How to dust for fingerprints, etc., and so forth. It was pretty cute. So it's kind of a little bit nostalgic for me. $3 for the game. We only get 1 chapter. Maybe it's a long chapter. Or throw $3 at it. We don't have $3, so let's do what we can at the first chapter. Oh wow, they throw you right at the bike. The case of the missing bike. 3:00 p.m. The end of the school day. As you walk out in the schoolyard, you scan the bike racks up and down for flashes of red. You see 3 red bikes, but none are the one you're looking for. The person who stole AJ's bike would probably not be stupid enough to come and lock it up at school, right where it had been stolen in the first place. But you never know. You walk up to rack 6G to take your 14th close look at the scene of the crime. Today there's a bike you've never seen before. Brown and rusty, held together with duct tape. It looks like it was built in the 1700s and has been buried under a pile of dirt ever since. The brand name, barely visible under the rust, is Schwiz. Not Schwinn, but Schwiz. There's no lock on it. Whoever owns it probably could be told there's a history of theft at this rack. But then, who would steal such a gross, rusty old bike? Even you don't want it, and you're bikeless. Hey. Hand rests on your shoulder. What you doing? You turn and see the smiling face of the owner of the missing bike, and your best friend in the world. AJ! You've known AJ since kindergarten. Black hoodie and a surly look are AJ's usual uniform. With dark hair and eyes, full lips, and a smattering of freckles. AJ was named cutest juvenile delinquent in Vitesse's secret underground gossip rag. Why do you think you're such good friends? We got bikes. We got to be a rebel. I'm a loner, Dottie. Like seeks like AJ, I'm a rebel, a lone wolf, and no one can tame me. Yeah, you and AJ are lone wolves together. By the way, what's AJ's gender? Sounds like a guy. Right, he's a bad boy. Well, on the subject, what's your gender? Are you a boy or a girl? It's not important, Professor Oak. Get off my nuts. Or lack thereof. Rock on, friend. You don't have to find yourself with something with constricting labels like girl or boy. As long as I'm asking you questions, what's your name? Ooh, Kieran sounds good. Pleased to meet you, Kieran. As you examine the bike rack, AJ grins. Hey, did your parents finally cave? Did they finally get you a bike? No, you say. They still want me to earn the money on my own. He groans. Parents, am I right? I know, right? Can't live with them? AJ begins. Can't legally live without them, you finish. AJ grins. So why you stare at the other kids' bikes? Just to torture yourself? No, well, not just that, you reply. I'm doing the usual, looking for clues to the theft of the Red Lightning. Oh wow, you're still doing that? AJ's face lights up. If anyone could fight it, it's you. I'm glad I have you in my corner. Alright, what are your friends for? Theft is crime. Find the jerk who stole that bike and pummel him. I like pummeling. You and me both, says AJ, pounding his palm with his fist. Get out of the way! A voice snaps. You turn and see Vitessa standing behind you with her hands on her hips. You're blocking my bike. Sorry, princess, AJ mutters. Vitessa brushes past you, unlocks her pink bike, and rides away. Evan is right behind her, waving hello to you both as he grabs his souped-up green racing bike. Shashi wanders up dreamily after that, lost in her own world, and rides off on her blue star-spangled bike. AJ leans against a tree and watches the others longingly. You decide to change the subject from bikes. I just got my own library card, you say. I'm walking down to the library now. You want to come with? AJ makes a face. You could have expected that. He hates reading, except comic books. Oh, why do you want to go there for? Important to study. Secretly learn as much as I can. That's kind of my alley. I believe in the library. Access to knowledge. Where else can you get free books and DVDs and stuff? Legal piracy. Interesting people in the library. They have all the books the school library banned for sex, violence, and bad morals. That's also up my alley, but we're going to go with secretly learn to crush my enemies. AJ nods. Me, I like my enemies to overestimate me. Then they leave me alone. You know the library issue is one that you and AJ will never agree on. You shrug. Well, I'll walk with you down to the corner. Actually, AJ looks embarrassed. I didn't walk today. I rode. You're confused. Oh, his is the trash bike. The Schwiz. You're confused. AJ doesn't have a bike, not since the theft. You look at the bike rack. It's empty, except for that horrible brown bike. With a deep sigh, AJ grabs the grimy handlebars and wheels the bike away from the rack. That's yours? You ask, surprised. AJ looks pained. Unfortunately. It's horrible. Yikes. I wouldn't ride that bike if... Oh, I like that. I wouldn't ride that bike if you paid me. Well, maybe if you paid me enough. I'm starting to feel that way too, says AJ. Mom says we should accept Red Lightning isn't coming back, so she dug this thing out of the basement. I think she used to ride it back in the 70s. I call it the Great Brown Ugly, and trust me, it doesn't ride any better than it looks. It's creaky and rusty, and only one of the gears actually works. I hate it so much. It's worse than walking. So can he not change gears, or like, do the gears have no teeth? So walk, you say. Tell your mom she can keep her stupid bike. I would, but... AJ shakes his head. You know my mom. She's a saint, but she's deluded. She thinks this bike is amazing. This is typical. For all AJ's bravado and petty criminal behavior, he has a soft spot for his mom. Only a thief would take this one, says AJ wistfully. I'm sorry. If only a thief would take this one, says AJ wistfully. That would solve all my problems. Give me $20. Be upfront. Tell your mom how you feel. AJ shakes his head. No way. She wouldn't understand. Don't you tell her either. With a look of grim determination, AJ climbs onto the Great Brown Ugly. You know he's a good bike rider. You've seen him zip around on Red Lightning as if he were born on a bike. But the Great Brown Ugly shakes and shudders and jerks uncontrollably in either direction as he rides off. What a terrible bike. It's just you left in the schoolyard. Everyone else has ridden off. You look down at your trusty sneakers and begin your long walk. Well, that's cool. It is a YA novel, so it's going to bang through things pretty quickly. But I like that, hey, you, friend, characters, situation, just bangs right out. Doesn't feel too clumsy. This is pretty solid. We're just going to leave that. Oh, wait, it says next chapter. It's probably going to cut me off anyway. Oh, no. Huh. Well, anyway, this is cute. Again, geared to the younger audience, I'm going to guess. But even then, I'm enjoying it so far. It's on Steam. Links in the info section, as per usual, and you can find it there if this is your jam. So do that. Or don't. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments, and consider subscribing so you get videos like this on the regular. I put up a lot of stuff every day. If you help me out on Patreon using the link in the upper corner, you can help me put out even more. You can also check me out on Twitter with the username on the lower right, or swing by my website, Negabun.com, for all sorts of content, written, video, and otherwise, that I do regarding gaming.